Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are going to see if the Kentucky Connection, aka John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, can return back to their prime basketball form on the Houston Rockets. We saw that first game, it was preseason and everything, man, but both of them were looking very, very nice out there. So before we get going on today's video, want to let you guys know over on my second channel, Extra Crispy, if you guys are interested in watching me do NBA game reactions, I am still doing that over there on this channel with the preseason starting back up and stuff, man. So yeah, I checked out LaMelo Ball's debut. I checked out Isaac Okoro's game winner today. It's been a ton of fun, man. So I'd love to have you over there if you are not on that channel. Yeah, guys, link to it in the description below. So yeah, man, I mean, like I said, John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Houston Rockets, like seriously, if you guys want to talk about like X factors in the NBA, look no farther than both these players. I mean, these are both, really two great positional players of their generation. DeMarcus Cousins on the Kings, on the Pelicans for a little bit, was a top center, if not the best center in the NBA. John Wall has always been a top point guard when completely healthy and stuff, right, man? So yes, looking at the roster with both these guys on the team, I have them both at 90 overalls. I believe that is like the highest rating they've ever been. I don't think I've ever seen a higher than 90 overall DeMarcus Cousins or John Wall, but both, 30 years of age. They fit with James Harden as far as just like the timeline goes, for like trying to win a championship and stuff, man. So if all three of these guys, James Harden can figure out the chemistry and just kind of like, just deal with his own personal stuff out there. We all know he's an MVP type of player. And then John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, like watch out for this team. Christian Wood fits in perfectly alongside all these guys. Eric Gordon obviously is a respectable shooter out there. Daniel House is a basketball player. PJ Tucker does stuff out there, man. So yeah, looking at John Wall, what am I kind of like expecting from him this season? Looking back at the last season he played was the 2018-2019 season. I don't remember how many games he actually played this year, but on that season, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists per game. And in his first game, what we noticed is that the playmaking is still there, that basketball knowledge, IQ, still there 100%, man. I will say, the style I see John Wall kind of playing next season, I think is going to be very similar to how you watch Derrick Rose play on the Detroit Pistons, and that is that you have this highly athletic point guard who is, probably better at taking the ball to the basket than he is shooting a three-point shot, but you're going to see glimpses of that quickness, but maybe just pulled back a little bit. Like maybe John Wall realizes, okay, like instead of going hard to the basket, maybe I should just do a nice little floater right here, nice little pull-up, and trying to improve that aspect of his game. Derrick Rose from the mid-range game is absolutely, still lethal and stuff like that. So if John Wall can kind of take a page out of his book and just like use the athleticism when necessary, but also realizing at times it's like, hey, I should do this instead, I think that is going to not only prolong his NBA career, but really just guarantee he can play all 82, or in this case, 72 NBA games, right, man? Three-point shots, I mean, obviously, man, like he's always been like a decent three-point shooter, not really amazing at it. I will say if you are the defender, you prefer John Wall settling for a three-point shot as opposed to anything else, but hopefully he'll be, nice playing off James Harden at times and stuff. He'll be better than Russell Westbrook. We all know that as far as shooting threes, right, man? So John Wall, I mean, the playmake is what I'm excited for. Like that quickness is still there, that quick first step, man. Absolutely love to see it. So we have him as a 90 overall. I kind of, put his stats based off of how he was when he was in his prime on the Washington Wizards. And then for DeMarcus Cousins, this guy I'm extremely excited for, man. I feel like we're going to see a DeMarcus Cousins that's going to be shooting a lot more threes this season. Obviously when he's on the Pelicans and later on in his Sacramento Kings career is kind of when he picked up the three-point shot more. It used to be, DeMarcus Cousins was a strictly bully, beat him up on the inside type of center, right, man? So we will still see that in glimpses at times. So we all know the Houston Rockets kind of run things differently. Now they do have a new head coach and stuff, new owner of the team. So, I mean, they might get away from that heavy three-point usage type of offense that they have run in the past with Mike D'Antoni and Daryl Morey out there. But I still think that, James Harden isolation is still going to be seen a lot here, and DeMarcus Cousins can have a lot of three-point opportunities. So his last season was on the Warriors, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists per game. That was kind of in like limited games on the Warriors. I do remember he got injured and stuff, but yeah, I mean, Boogie Cousins, like, I don't see why he cannot get back to these type of numbers. I really can see that happening, man. I mean, as long as he just kind of switches up his style of play, like with John Wall, and but even like with like Boogie Cousins, I mean, he's an athletic player, don't get me wrong, but he's like that unathletic guy. Y'all know, like in gym class back in the day, you would have like the kid where it's like he's kind of chubby and stuff, but at the end of the day, man, he's still like athletic and beast on everybody because he still has like, he got like the chubbiness covering the muscle. I have the chubbiness covering the fat, personally speaking, but I don't really know much about that. But yeah, man, just like sneaky athletic. So I still think there's a lot of aspects of Boogie Cousins' game that is going to age well. It's just a matter if he can stay on the court, right? And I think he definitely should be able to, especially not being like number one option. He'll be the, I'm going to say, Well, if he's playing like his prime, he'll be the third option, but I can see Christian Wood, maybe getting a few more shot attempts too. It's going to be interesting, man. So what we're going to do here is get going on the simulation. I'm hoping the best for both these guys, plain and simple, man. I'm hoping the best for both these guys. So that is the starting five we are going to go with. And yeah, Christian Wood at center, Christian Wood at power forward, DeMarcus Cousins at center. I'm actually kind of cool with this for the backups. Let's get some minutes out here to Chris Clemens, because this team does need a backup point guard. And I'm actually fine with PJ Tucker coming off the bench as a backup center, I guess, because Christian Wood could play center, so you can kind of stagnate their minutes and stuff. Could be a little interesting. But yeah, they don't really got much for a backup center unless Boogie or Christian Wood come off the bench, which if Boogie's playing his prime self, that's not going to happen, right, man? So yeah, we got both these guys playing a lot of minutes. Let's get Eric Gordon. I don't know why I keep on saying Christian Wood. Apparently I got Christian Wood on the mind, right, man? Wood on the mind. Pause. All right, we got Eric Gordon at 30 minutes per game. As far as the style of offense I would want to run with this squad, the 7-second offense, actually not a bad idea. If John Wall's pushing that tempo out there, I can see that really being nice. And I'm thinking, yeah, out of all these, that's probably the best one to go. Just run it, man. Shoot threes, take it to the basket, do that, and see what happens. This, in theory, on paper, has potential to be the best team James Harden's ever played with. If he stays, I really hope... Like Harden, just give it one season, man. Just give it one season with this team, man, and let's see what happens, right? Like stop going to the clubs and stuff. It's fine, man. Just, let's focus on winning that championship. I don't want Harden to go down as one of those guys that just never wins, right, man? But let's go ahead and get going on the simulation of the season. And, yeah, what are my expectations for the Houston Rockets next season, simulate through date? Well, if I'm being quite honest, man, like I said, the chemistry with James Harden right now is not very promising. I hope that all gets fixed in due time. But I expect the team to actually be off to a pretty damn solid start. They have potential really to make some noise out there. It's all going to come down to the injuries, because the Houston Rockets don't really have, and, well, speak of the devil, man. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me turn off injuries real quick. I forgot to. We don't want injuries on, so give me 1 second, man. Okay, my apologies on that, guys. But yeah, like I was saying, literally gives us our talking point right there. If they don't stay healthy, I don't really think the Houston Rockets have much of a chance. Their bench is not really the greatest. They got some good wing players and stuff, but obviously they don't really got a backup center. Chris Clemens, at the making this video, is their backup point guard, which I still think he has pretty good potential to be a good scorer in the NBA. Defense is what I'm a little worried about with him, man. But yeah, this is the year where you don't want guys to get injured. I feel like this year more so than ever, it's going to come down to the NBA depth, just because with COVID going on, stuff like that, there's gonna be times where big name players are missing games or a substantial amount of games because of that. You got not only that, man, this is kind of a rushed season. Well, there's two ends of that spectrum. It's rushed in the sense where it's teams like the Lakers, they were not playing not too long ago, man. Like LeBron teams damn, the season's already starting, as opposed to a team like the Detroit Pistons, where they have not played in 9 months. So that rustiness and stuff like that is also going to be a bit of a factor, because we all know how hard the game of basketball can be on your body. So it's going to be all about depth of the season, guys. And to be quite honest, the Houston Rockets don't have too much of it. Not saying, not trying to disrespect the franchise. It's just, I'd rather give you guys, my honest opinion instead of just, kind of juice it up. You know what I'm saying, man? So yeah, they don't got much depth. But if Boogie and John Wall can play big time, then obviously those are both big time assets. So as far as the team record goes, 60-21 on the season, which, those guys are both playing like that. I don't see why it couldn't happen, man. That's literally a big 3 in the NBA, maybe even a big 4 if Christian Wood could be a most improved player of the year type of candidate. But we got Stephen as coach of the year, 61-21, All-NBA first, All-NBA second, James Harden making that, and All-NBA third with Boogie Cousins and John Wall. So both these guys making the All-NBA first teams. All defensive teams, John Wall making that. Obviously this guy is a very good on-ball defender and stuff, and as far as stealing the basketball and all that. So yes, first seed in the Western Conference, guys. Let's go to these player stats on the season, wherever they may be. There we go. And John Wall, 31.6 rebounds, 10 assists. Yeah, he's still gonna be the leader in scoring in the NBA. I don't really see that changing. Boogie at 23-13. Hell yeah, man. 53% field goal percentage, 34% from 3. That's amazing. John Wall at 39%. So yeah, if he's taking smart shots and stuff, 23.6 rebounds, 10 assists per game, man. Yo, please give me that John Wall, guys. I want to see it. I like John Wall a lot. I'm hoping the best, man. I get very skeptical about injuries and stuff. It's just, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or nothing. It's just kind of how it is, right? So let's see how these playoffs actually go. We can actually win the championship, because that's the goal at the end of the day. Wouldn't that be beautiful, man, if Boogie, John Wall, and James Harden could all just win a championship together? I would love to see that. Simulate round, Utah Jazz, another team that's going to be fantastic this season. We get them 4-0, 50.7 and 11 for James Harden. And that's also what I like about this too, man. Just like having like this big three like this, is that if DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall are not playing good one night, or they need to rest a little bit more, like James Harden is perfectly capable of being the number one guy at all, and just like having everybody else around him and just taking over and dropping 50 points. But I feel like what the difference maker is going to be the games where James Harden's like, okay, you know what, like I'm gonna take a little bit of a step back this game. Boogie and John Wall, you guys take over. Like that's gonna be so important, man. But I don't know. That's what I'm seeing from James Harden so far. I don't know if he's got the ego to allow that to happen. So simulate round against the Golden State Warriors, get them 4-1. Close out 37-13. John Wall dropping 35, 25 and 15 for DeMarcus Cousins, looking like their prime selves out there. That was a Klay Thompson on the team, by the way. All right, can we beat the almighty Lakers? The Lakers are so hard to get past in this game. Simulate through, I guess just the first game, simulate round, I should say. And damn, bro, we swept them 4-0. We swept them 4-0. What's up, Montrez? I don't know why I said Montrez first. I don't know why I'm calling him out specifically. 28 and 15 for John Wall. Oh, yeah. Look at this, man. James Harden, that's what I'm talking about. Basic game, 19, 6, 11. Good stat line, 7 for 14. But he was the fourth leading scorer. Like, he let everybody else take over, man. Beautiful thing to see. Next up, we got the Philadelphia 76ers. Their squad looking like this. Should be a fun team to watch this year, hopefully. So, simulate the first game. And they got it. Simulate next game. Okay, 1-1, simulate through game. We up 2-1, simulate through game. We up 3-1, man. Looking pretty dang good out here. Let's go ahead and simulate with Simcast on this final one right here. Ooh, maybe not. It might not be final. I got too cocky. I got way too cocky. Okay, my apologies, Houston Rockets Nation. I guaranteed a victory out there. Guaranteed, man. If you know, you know. Okay, well, that was not great. Simulate with Simcast. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. This is the one. This is the one. And it's looking pretty good. I want to win in Houston, though, man, but I also don't want to go to a Game 7, so I'm kind of okay with this. You know what? 130-103. Let's hop into a game right here, guys. It's been a minute since I've hopped in, and is my camera all good? There we go. There we go. Turn down my TV real quick. Timeout. Timeout. Wait. Go. Okay, no, we're good. Yo, who's in the game? We got the bench warmers out here. PJ Tucker at center. Okay, we ain't got no Boogie. I'm going to foul it out. It's all good. We got John Wall against Steph Curry. Tucker at, I don't like this matchup at all, man. That's just going to make me throw up. Hey, it kind of worked, though. Okay. What you got, John Wall? Prime self again. Here we go. Attack that basket, man. Yo, why is it lagging on 2K, man? Literally playing. Y'all see that stat line? You guys see that, man? Upper right, 29, 5, and 12. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Oh, damn. That literally just like nutmeg me right there. Is that like a seasoning? Or like a spice or whatever? Get that shit, man. Okay, here we go, Seth. Stick to that three-point line, man. Hell no, Tobias. James Harden rebound. John Wall, he will go all the way. Yeah, he's freaking, I'm sorry. Like, I like Seth Curry. Great three-point shooter, but Seth Curry is not stopping a prime John Wall, man. That quickness, just not happening. Steph Curry ain't stopping a prime John Wall. Give me that ball, man. Come on, I want it. I need it. Going for finals MVP, isn't he? Going for the steal. Nope, it's off. All right. Do I want to be cocky and take one last shot, guys? I think I do, man. What's the point of gameplay if I ain't going to shoot it, right? PJ Tucker, pick and roll on Joel Embiid. Said nobody ever. Oh, here we go. How you not going to catch the oop, man? Come on, bro. All right, that's all good. It was a little disrespectful anyway. But, no, man. I'm loving these what-if video, guys. I know I haven't been doing a ton of rebuilds lately here on the channel. Did we just skip the last, like, 7 seconds there? All right, that was very glitchy right there, man. But no, guys, like I said, I've been loving making this type of video. Bring back like the what ifs, the NBA news videos. I'm hoping you guys are liking it a lot too, man. But we got the Houston Rockets winning this championship in the what if scenario. Both guys, playing like their prime selves again. Got to see who gets that Finals MVP. I'm gonna get. It's probably gonna be James Harden. Christian Wood showing that love to Ben Simmons, man. All right, you're gonna bite his neck. Are you a vampire? Could be a vampire. All right, let's see who's drinking first, man. I bet it's gonna be James Harden. It's going to be James Harden holding that bottle out there. Christian Wood holding the trophy. Okay. And we got Finals MVP James Harden. Yeah, no big time surprise right there. Yeah, I want to see him partying, man. Come on, man. Yeah, I knew it was going to be you, Harden. I knew it, man. Damn, bro. Treating like the damn strip club out there. Okay. Is that John Wall? I think it is. Couldn't really tell by his face. Eric Gordon did stuff out there. He was a basketball player, like I said. Oh, yeah. We got the boys minus James Harden. Probably getting a damn lap dance at the moment. But this was the closeout game. Yeah. Beastin', guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And peace out, my friends.